to the YouTube stream and they actually felt themselves being lighter and more uplifted. So thank you for sharing that. So let's get on and see what energies are to be cleared right at the moment. Okay, so everybody that's on the call, on the live stream today, focus. That's another thing that's happening with this energy shift. There's a lot of challenge with staying focused. That's why I said you got to make yourself a list or a map. So I'm asking that everybody here live receive an uplift and receive a general clearing, which just means whatever energy you've been carrying probably over the weekend is being lifted or lightened. Okay. And let's see what the dominant energy is for today. I'm getting illness. So if you're having challenges with being ill, know that the angels of light are helping to heal that. One of the illnesses that seems to be showing up for people right now is upper respiratory and a sinus infection. That seems to be showing up a lot. Okay, going back to what I was talking about earlier with the time shifting, you might say, hey, how does that affect me? And with these last time shifts that have been going on, it's like putting water through a hose. And if you're going to move the hose, you know, sometimes we don't want to go turn the water off and then go move our hose and turn the water back on. So you kink the hose, and then less water gets through, and the more that you put it together, the more water gets through. That's what's going on right now with some of these shifts in time. There's a squeeze going on, and people don't feel it other than sometimes illness. Your body might ache more than it has before. Again, you might have the upper respiratory. And if that's happening for you, that's because the timelines are still bringing themselves up to flow time correctly. So if you're having that, I'm going to ask for that to be lifted today and then within 48 hours of the live stream. So they're working on that. They being the angels and forces of light that are clearing energy. Okay, let me check on one thing really quickly here to make sure that we get it all. Want to make sure that we're on task. Okay. And the other energy to clear for today is doubt. So if you're experiencing doubt in your life, not sure where, again, that you're headed or the desired outcome for your life, just know that there's doubt prevalent as well, and that can also cause anxiety. So they're working on that. If you're on with me live and you have any questions, if you want to type them down below in the feed in the comments, I should be able to pick those up and can answer some questions. So whether finishing clearing the energy of doubt, if you want to do that. Kind of have a quiet audience today, which is okay. Okay, let me check one other thing here. So what can you expect coming up? That's a fabulous question. Just a moment, let me pull that. Okay, so what you can expect coming up in the rest of February. Tomorrow at 10 o'clock, right back here in the morning, I'm going to do another swift energy shift and then ask for a clearing for everybody in the audience. I'll have a little bit more information for you on the rest of the week. And then on the 16th, I'll be down in Denver at For Heaven's Sakes Books. If you'd like to book an appointment there should be a link on toolsofenergyprotection.com under contact for that to get a hold of the store, or you can text or call me. And then on the 24th, there's going to be a special event again at the bookstore where I'll be doing a fair if you'd like to attend that. And then this week, as far as energy goes, you're going to start feeling more of a leveling out effect. So if you've been, like I said, jittery or anxious or full of doubt, you're going to start feeling to be more leveled out as long as you have a plan, as long as you have something written out on paper about where you're headed. If you do have an illness, a congestion, a sickness, ask God, Spirit, or Source to heal you and know that it's being done. If you're having challenges with the timeline, if you're having challenges feeling whole, or the other things we talked about, on my website on toolsofenergyprotection.com, there's a link called Sessions, and if you click on that, you can schedule a time for us to get together and do a personal one-on-one. And they're still working on clearing the energies for those of you that are live, and apparently those that will be seeing me in the next 48 hours on YouTube. So still working on that. Okay, good. So this week, look for a leveling out of things. The times are still settling out. There's some rips or some rifts still going on in time, and myself and several other people are working to energetically shut or close those so things will level out. The other thing to watch out for, you know, I usually don't do politics too much, but I have been asked what's going to happen on the big scene of things for those people that are investors and watching their money on the stock market. Right now, the stock market, from what I saw last, is still going up. Normally, the stock market will occur on a bell curve, and there's just a normal process of how it goes up and drops and goes up and drops. So what you want to watch for this week and towards the end of the month is that if the stocks begin to go up and up and up and up and up, and they keep going up and they don't follow the bell curve, just be very careful, because energetically there's a potential for people to be really, really excited about the stock market going up and about the new agendas that are being put out there politically, and that will cause an increase of everybody to get in the stock market and buy back in again if they've been out for a while. And the challenge with that is when it does drop and it does plummet, it will plummet very quickly without much time for recovery or to get out of the stock market at that time. Also, I'm being told that there's going to be a little bit more chaos on the surface of the planet, so you might see some more unusual storms coming up, things that don't normally happen this time of year, a little bit of an early spring kind of thing going on. So if you're in that region of the United States where hurricanes or tornadoes happen, you might want to keep an eye out for that, or a spring snowstorm. Those are some other things that the Earth is trying to still balance itself out from these convergences of time. But that's pretty much it. I don't see any questions in the feed, and I was looking over here on the other feed, and I don't see any questions there either. So with that, if you know anybody who is feeling very anxious, not sure where that's coming from, or they're experiencing congestion or body aches and pains, be sure and let me know. They can schedule a session if they like. What I found with body aches and pains, people are experiencing them more because of this time shift that they don't understand. Of course, as we get older, we all have aches and pains. If you don't drink enough water, or if you're working out and you're not eating enough protein to support your body, that can happen as well. So remember to check the mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, and energy bodies before you make any decisions right now, to make sure you're supporting by drinking enough water, eating the right foods, and of course your connection to God, Spirit, or Source. So in a little bit, if you're with me live, I'm going to repost this over to YouTube, and you can get a chance to visit it there or direct your friends. For the next 48 hours, whoever watches this and sets their intent will receive a free energy shift clearing, where I hope you'll feel lighter and more uplifted and perhaps find some answers to your questions. Anyways, thank you everybody for joining me. Have a great and wonderful day. And hi, Jeff, thank you for joining. And Christy, thank you for joining as well. And I'll be back here tomorrow at 10 o'clock to discuss a little bit more about the energy shift, what's coming up, and again, to give everybody a general clearing and a feeling of uplift. So have a great and wonderful day, and I'll see you back here tomorrow if you choose to join me. Have a great day.